If you love what we do, then please consider supporting CryptFail on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
In front of this building that I don't know what it looks like. What does it look like, Aaron?
It's a reasonably modern, not very run-down facility. And it feels like a facility. There are 5 big buildings, 3 stories tall each, and a big fence surrounding the place. And there's a gatehouse with 2 guards at the front and bright lights at the gate.
Alright, so Terrence needs to drive through this gatehouse, right?
Becca looks like a princess.
What?
Holding
Oh, with like holding a...
Yeah.
Holding one of those orbs with like...
Exactly, she's like very upright and...
I am slouching so hard right now. Upright. I've got my hair in a half ponytail and I'm holding this freaking microphone to my face and it's heavy and I'm slouching.
Put it down if it's heavy and your hair looks lovely. I just realized that there was something I should probably know that I didn't know. Then it would have been a problem. Like a big one. Cipher, there's a fence.
There's also a gatehouse.
And there's a sign that says Seattle Southwest as Technology Server Farm B.
Cipher scowls.
I mean, if we can just drive in, we don't have to worry about the fence.
Terrence is going to drive up to the gatehouse.
And they're very well-dressed guards, and you can see that they are armed. They're not exactly... They're like... They're not... They look trained. So, I mean, they are scary in that sense, but they're not being aggressive or rude. And he walks up, and he's like, "How can I help you?"
Wren?
I thought he was on the driver's side, because the last people were. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, I know, but Terrence doesn't know what to say.
We're here to drop off Tracy Keller.
And he walks back over to the gatehouse, and he picks up a...
Oh, I'm in the back. How am I responding?
Well, Terrence is just like calling over his shoulder.
And he picks up like a data pad, iPad kind of thing, and he flicks through it. He puts it down, and he comes back, opens the gate, he says, "Alley 32.
Thanks.
Terrence nods,
L-E
and then he pulls
Alley.
through.
Alley, little girl, alley."
What? And he pulls through the
Just
gate.
checking. I can't understand your accent.
And he's like, "What does Alley 32 mean?"
I think it's where you're supposed to drive.
I got that much.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like, there must be a sign or something, right? Otherwise...
Is there signs? Can Terrence follow the signs? Because his sense of direction is not good.
So driving in, you start to see in between, like the buildings on the walls, they have like names of the building and alleys and stuff like that.
Alright.
I hope we're actually supposed to go into the building, because I need to go into the building.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know. I don't know, Cipher. It's a stressful situation.
We're in a car.
I know. Why were you trying to lick a car seat? We all have our own things, Cipher.
Oh, she wasn't trying. She very thoroughly succeeded.
Yeah, sure.
I've got Cipher's saliva on my shoulder now. It's disgusting.
So, if you ever needed to genetically replicate me, you've got my DNA.
What would we do with 2
Or-
of you?
2 ciphers?
Alternatively.
Wouldn't that be grand?
I know how a dishwasher feels after getting a plate that's been licked all up on one side.
Yeah, Cipher.
Oh, goodness. Alright, Terrence eventually finds the alley in which they are supposed to go after passing it once. and then realizing it by the numbers and going back. And he pulls into this alley.
And at the far end of it, there is a black sedan parked. And there is you see 4 silhouetted figures. They got their headlights on, so you can see the silhouettes.
Well, this isn't creepy.
I really
What
hope
kind
we're
of
supposed to go
data farm
inside.
is this? I thought it would just be like, regular shit. A building full of computers that beep.
I mean, it might be. We're not inside.
Yeah, but this isn't a normal outside for that kind of building.
I wouldn't know. Cipher, is this normal for a server farm?
Oh, Cypher's slugged back into the seat. Like, is it dark in here, or is it like... Well,
The facility, the main area is light. The alleys are dark.
so the 4 figures standing at the end of the alley are all like silhouetted?
The silhouetted,
dark
yeah,
figures?
the silhouetted against their headlights.
Okay. I don't like this, Terrence.
Nope, this is the sketchiest drop-off I've ever done, I think. Are you okay with this? He turns to what's-her-face?
Tracy.
Tracy, proper girl, yes.
I'm to go back to my family.
Is that what you want to do, though?
Yes.
That's good.
Is this the way you're going to be reunited with your family?
A exchange on neutral ground.
Okay, so...
Let me rephrase this question. Do you feel safe being left with those 4 shadowy figures?
I do not know who they are, but I have to assume that they are the neutral party from the other side.
I guess we should go ask them.
You have been brainwashed to an extreme worrying degree, girl. Terrence gets
Thank you, she says.
I thought she was gonna say thank you.
a distance from these figures, and he stops the car and he gets out, kind of hiding behind the driver's side door as he does so. Hello?
And one of them pushes off. They were leaning against the wall with one foot up against it. And they don't just lean away, they actively push themselves off the wall and strides up to you. And as they come into range of your headlights, you see that it is most definitely a nun. But she's in big leather boots, and the habit is cut to allow movement. And it looks like it's weaved, like it might actually be a form of Kevlar. And she has a bunch of throwing knives in like a bandolier that's going across her chest.
Ah, the Sisters of Mercy.
And she looks at you, and 2 others come up behind her. One stays back, and the other 2 have submachine guns slung over their shoulders.
Terrence has gotten to the point where he's basically cowering behind his door now. He's terrified of these women.
Looking at Terry, do you have the package?
If by package you mean the girl, yes, but I don't think she has a package that's different. That would be a guy, typically.
And she walks up, and she leans in. I don't have a sense of humor.
That's unfortunate.
Cypher's just looking at Wren's expressions, and
I'm sorry to hear it.
There's something about
Wren's
you
expressions.
I really don't
Wren's
like.
got really weird expressions
No,
going on.
those are Emily's expressions.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a Wren expression.
Is it that I have a package by any chance? Because I'm sorry, but you don't have to take it. It's mine. I'll just keep it and go, and you can take the girl.
And grabs you around the throat. The second one is like, let her go, that's not why we're here.
I'm a guy.
looks at you again.
Establish this. I sense a great deal of disdain from you, just a little bit.
Really looking at you, and you can tell she really doesn't like you.
Please let me go. I can't open the other door if you don't let me go.
And she just starts squeezing a bit harder.
Terrence doesn't seem to be doing very well at his negotiations, Wren. I think you should get out there and help
And the
him.
other nun's like, let her go. And finally she like shoves you away and steps back.
Where is the other one? Keep calling me her.
Militant nuns.
That's not a great habit you have there. And he like quickly walks around behind the car, like away from the nun.
As now the other two are thinking of shooting you.
Side.
For bad puns, if nothing else.
Tracy, you're really okay going with these people?
Oh.
They are a neutral party returning me to my family.
They don't seem all that neutral to me.
I think she'll be fine. She's very polite and she'll be protected by the very. She'll be well defended.
In fairness, I'm not Terry.
Yeah. You don't have a package. Come on.
Or a smart mouth.
Not till now.
I am very smart, thank you. And he's like holding the door open for her, like, get out of my car.
And she gets out.
And he closes the passenger side door and very pointedly puts himself on the other side of this girl, and like so she's in between him and the nuns. As he starts backing away to go back to the driver's side.
And they turn and escort her away.
Okay. Well, that was terrifying.
You're telling me you didn't even need to get out of the car.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck. There's only 2 doors.
That's fair. Man,
I have to get out.
that hurt.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even do anything. I tried to make a joke to lighten the mood and she got all angry.
Apparently nuns don't like jokes.
Yeah.
Actually, I went from Becca saying, every nun that I ever meet automatically hates Terry.
Are they leaving or are they just staying there?
No, they've moved away.
They're gone? Like gone?
They will be, yep. They're getting in the car and it's reversing out the other end.
Okay. Well, I didn't actually know that we weren't going in the building, so now I have to go get in the building somehow. So I guess I will get out of the car and you two can leave? I don't know.
Well, we can wait for you if you like.
I mean, they're probably going to find it suspicious if you're just sitting here in a car forever, right?
I'll have a nap. I'll tell them I got really tired after getting choked out by a nun.
Or I could run off and you could use the excuse if they ever found you that, oh no, we've lost our little girl. Oh, we're trying to find her.
Yes, have you seen a small elf?
Who may or may
Skipping,
not
probably.
be a teenager.
Who's actually an adult.
Cipher adds
and really
in.
and really responsible.
Yep. Cipher, if I was looking for you, that's exactly the description I'd give. Really
And carrying
responsible.
Valid identification.
Didn't bring her shotgun. If you want to stay here, I don't even know how I'm going to get in, to be honest. I was kind of hoping we were dropping her off inside.
Isn't
'cause
that
I
a
know where I'm
door right
going.
there?
Oh, great. I'll go in there. Perfect. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Cypher's waving.
I guess. Wren will... Oh, it's a nun. I guess climb over the seat to get out?
I mean, you could just reach forward and get... Have you never been in a two-car door. Two-door car.
There is the English language at work for non-English speakers. A negative that is actually a positive.
Yeah, you just reach forward behind the seat and you pull this lever and the seat will slide forward so you can get out.
If the lever was working.
Which it is.
Okay, well, yeah, that's good too. Yeah. If I'm gone too long, just leave. Goodbye. And Wren's leaving.
Terrence is going to put his seat back and he's like, well, I'm going to have a nap.
All over my saliva.
Terrence takes his hand, he wipes it in the puddle of saliva, and then he lightly slaps his hand across Cipher's face and just kind of rubs it there.
You're sick.
It's your saliva.
He's like wiping the side of her face. What'd you do that for?
Well, it's yours. I'm just giving it back.
Yeah, Cipher's looking around. Have the other people left
I
yet?
have.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Alright. Cipher's pulling out her laptop and she's waitingly. There goes the English language again. Well, she's
She's waitingly typing.
she's wait.
And we are native speakers.
All evidence to the contrary aside.
Yeah, she's just got it open. She's just waiting for confirmation to come through.
And Wren's trying to open this door.
Okay, so you are going to...
Get lost immediately.
You're walking up to the building, and
Yep.
and the door is ahead of you, and you're just about there, and the door open, and two techs walk out, and give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
Is Wren wearing her cat suit?
Yes, but underneath, like, a hoodie. And what's the difficulty?
2.
2. Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
1 success, 2 advantage.
They don't see you.
Hooray.
They're about 10 feet away, and they're taking out cigarettes, and they are standing about 6-7 feet away from the door, not looking in your direction. And they're just talking about work, business.
If they don't seem to be looking in her direction, Wren is going to try and get to the door. Is that another roll?
Nope.
Nope. Just do it?
Yep, that's fine.
Great. So she's just going to wait till they're both facing the other way and seem particularly deep in conversation, and quickly head to the door, open it, and slip inside. A map. Okay. So, is one of these the first floor and one of them the second floor?
Top one first, bottom one second.
Top one first. And where have I gone?
The external door.
Okay. Well, I know I need to get to the second floor, so...
And the first room is a foyer area. There's a big sofa on the right, and the left is all lockers, by the looks of it. And you think you're in the position one floor down of where you need to be.
Okay. And I don't see anybody?
There is no one in this area.
Hooray, I love when there's nobody in this area. Wren is going to look for some stairs.
And there's a long passage that goes north.
Yep. And that seems to be the only way to go, so she's gonna go that way.
And it comes to a T-intersection, and there's toilets at the top, and what looks like a cafeteria, possibly to Wren's right, and then 2 doors further down.
Cafeteria to the right. Going to... So there's one door to the left and one door ahead. Is that correct?
Yes.
Going to try the door on the left.
And it opens into a storeroom, and there's supplies for cleaning and paper and stuff like that.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad I know that's there in case I need to hide. Going to close that door again and try the door straight ahead.
And it is a server room. There's 2 tables to the top. There is a guard sitting at one who is dozing. And you can see in the alleys between the server banks, there's 3 techs.
Oh, good.
And they're focusing on the computers. Or the servers.
Can I see stairs anywhere?
On the far side of the room, there is a spiral staircase leading up.
Okay, so we got snapping guard. Techs are looking at... Sorry, the guard's at one of the tables.
Mm-hmm. And he's dozing.
He's dozing. And the techs are off to the right looking at servers?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh dear. I hate deciding what to do. I would like to just try and very quietly walk by, staying to the left, hoping the guard will remain asleep.
Okay. Give me your stealth check.
I will. What's the difficulty?
2.
2. Okay. 3 success, 1 disadvantage.
So you succeed.
I do.
That's the big thing to always remember. 3 successes
Yes.
is pretty big. So you do succeed. Because people still tend to want to go like, oh, I failed in some way. It's like, no, you
No, I
succeeded.
know.
There's a strong success there.
Yes, I've made it to the stairs unseen, as that's what I was trying to do. So what has to go wrong is... No, I don't think so.
You did?
Yes, that's a disadvantage for Carrie, not for Run.
Flashbacks to the museum or the library.
Oh, the library. Oh dear. Made it to the staircase. I'm gonna say guard has woken up slightly, so if I'm gonna try and leave this way, he's actually awake now when it's harder.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe he heard something or just sensed something, but he hasn't seen you.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Heading up the stairs.
Okay. And you come out into sort of like it's like a rest room sort of thing, not like toilets, but like if people are working up here and they didn't want to go downstairs, there's just sofas and some chairs. There's no one in this room.
Okay. And I know I want to get to the southwest room. And it was the same location as where I came in, just a floor up. Okay, so Wren's got a pretty good idea of where she's heading, so she's not gonna like really look around or anything. She's just gonna head there as quickly and quietly as possible.
Okay, when you get to the corridor that turns like left, there is a tech standing in the corridor drinking.
Oh, good. And he saw me?
He has not seen you. I assumed you didn't just run around the corner going
No,
like,
I didn't.
"Hello."
Hi. Hi, I'm supposed to be here. I'm just going to engineering to get a warp core. Don't worry about it. Okay, so he is just around the corner?
Yeah, like about 10 feet away. He has not noticed you.
He has not noticed me. I'm going to stay right at the corner and just wait for a minute and see what he's gonna do.
And he stays there drinking.
He stays there? What does he want to stay there for?
He's like got his mug and his phone, so he's like...
Go back to work, lazy.
You need one of Terry's sleeping potions.
I do, but I don't have it. Rena's gonna head back to the room she was just in that the stairs came up in, that nobody was in. And she is going to send a text. If she can spell. Which apparently she can't.
English is our first language.
Oh, it's because my keyboard's gone and changed what it's doing. There we go. I think you're speaking, but you're muted. I was like, I can't tell if that's actually...
That would have been an Oscar-winning performance, but now it's going to suck. It only works once. It was pure gold, but now it's going to be shite.
Is that just how it goes?
That was... Yep. I RP'd that so really
I know,
well.
that's what I'm saying. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful.
Sorry.
So, Cipher, she's sitting there, she's looking at her laptop screen, she's like dozing off, and then she feels a vzz on the side of her left leg. She reaches down, pulls the phone out of her pocket, unlocks it, looks down at, and reads the message that's just come in. She looks at her laptop, looks back at the phone, looks over at Terrence, who's
sleep
snoring.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Looks down at her phone. Eyes Terrence again, looks back at her phone, and she sends a message back.
Oh, I suppose we should, shouldn't we? The message.
I'll read it.
Oh, you'll read it? Which one?
Yeah, I will read the first one.
Okay.
If you want me to wake up. Like, depends on your reply, obviously. If that makes sense. Yep.
I'm confused.
What's your reply? What's your reply?
I'm replying before.
Are you replying?
Oh, I am replying. Sorry, I thought you were reading.
I'm waiting for your reply.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right. She looks at her phone, reads the message, and then pokes Terrence in the side of his ribs.
Ah! What the hell?
Holy crap.
Cipher.
Cipher. Ah! What? Is that how you normally wake up? I'd hate to wake up next to you in the morning.
No, that is not
Jesus
how I normally
Christ.
wake up. People don't usually poke me in the ribs when they try to wake me up. It's usually nicer than that. You just tap me on the shoulder or say my name. I'll wake up. You don't need to
Scared the
stab me
bejeebus
in
out
the
of me.
ribs with your pointy little fingers.
Okay, so I haven't cut me fingernails in a while, but yeah, anyway, you you're where she's looking down at her phone. Wren's stuck in a hallway. I wonder what she's doing.
Okay, she
asked me to wake you up.
She's stuck in a hallway. She wanted me awake. What exactly did she want us to do when she didn't want us to come inside?
Okay. Oh, so she's got to go to a room, but there's someone in the hallway.
Terrence thinks about it for
Cypher's
a
looking
moment.
around.
And then he reaches into the back and pulls his bag from the footwell where he put it back there. And he rummages around it and he pulls out a vial. And it's the fairy illusion vial. You recognize it from the times that he's experimented on it. And he hands it to you and he's like, "You want to go bring this inside and throw it somewhere to freak everyone out?"
She's pointing to herself. She's like, and she's got this sort of look on her face like, "You really want me to go and do something like this?"
Well, I'm not very sneaky, but you're very good at being selectively disruptive.
She looks at... What is it? Is it a vial?
Yep, it's a vial full of, like, swirling, sparkly, like, purple liquidy stuff.
She slowly reaches up with her right hand underneath. Then it takes it out of your hands. She looks at it. Do I drink it?
No, you've seen this before. You throw it at the ground, and then a naked dancing fairy happens. It's an illusion.
Aye, okay. Okay, yep. All right. Now, which way did she go? And she's looking around.
In that door. I think it's locked. She just waited for people to come out, but I'm sure you can get in there.
All right. Cipher unlocks the front door and steps out. And she's looking over towards the door. Is there anyone near it?
Not now.
Will she remember to send Wren a message? Or is she so excited
I don't
that
know.
she's going to... She sends Wren back a message.
Okay.
Creating distraction, in Irish too. Creating a distraction. Be ready in a couple of minutes.
Okay, Wren's gonna respond, where are you creating this distraction?
Somewhere on the floor.
On which floor?
The bottom floor?
Okay, because...
Or did you want me to come up to the second floor?
Well, that's where I am.
All right.
Don't do any...
I'm heading up to the second floor.
Don't...
No?
No.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
No.
Happy face,
Do
happy
not
face, cry,
happy
cry.
face, cry.
Frozen face, frozen face.
Do not do anything where you're gonna get caught. Just... If it'll make a lot of noise and somebody might go downstairs, then that's good enough.
All right. Cipher's running over to the door that Wren apparently went through.
And Wren, not knowing what Cipher is gonna do, but assuming people may go downstairs possibly, is gonna find somewhere to hide in the room she's in. There were lockers or something, or was that only downstairs?
The lockers were downstairs.
Okay. Is there anywhere in this room I could hide?
I mean, there's sofas and that. I mean, you could hide behind them. I mean, it's not
Great.
It's not a great hiding spot, but I mean, if someone, as long as they don't go behind and look for you.
Yeah. And if they're running downstairs, they're probably... Yeah. Okay. Gonna hide behind a sofa.
Okay.
Wait and see what chaos Cipher will bring.
Sniper is now seeking...
Cipher date by day, sniper by night.
Sniper? Sniper's sneaking.
Cipher's sort of like being all sneaky and stuff towards the door. She's all like being stealthy and shit, which she does not have. It's a skill. Well, she thinks she's doing a really bang up job.
So, you've entered the building.
So is the
door is unlocked, and you can look at the map if you need to know where.
Which map?
Top one is ground floor.
Okay, and where did she enter in?
Same. There's only one outside door.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. What's
What's huh?
Huh? The house for maps. What? The home for maps.
Yes, Rona, the home for maps.
All the maps are drawn on Rona paper.
That's right.
So what's on the left and right?
Sofa on the right and lockers on the left.
Okay. Is there anyone
Nope.
inside? She's peering in. All right. She'll sort of casually walk in with her hands behind her back and walk up to the corner and peer around the side, just sort of like peer back, peer.
And no one's around.
No one. Well, this is going to be very uneventful if no one's here to see it. Well, Cipher will quickly walk up to the next the intersection.
And it looks like toilets to the left, right. And there's 3 doors, right, left, and centre.
Do any look like they're open? Or
they're all closed.
They're all closed. Well, now Cipher doesn't know what to do.
So Cypher's gonna text Terry and say, "Now I don't know what to do."
She's gotten her phone out. She's put the vial down on the floor, and she's texting Wren. There's no one down here.
Okay, Wren's gonna text back. There was a guard and 3 techs in the server room past the cafeteria and a, supply closet. But I didn't see anybody else on the first floor.
In the server room. Which door?
If you're in the hallway, it's the one straight ahead.
And she types back with a big happy face.
And Wren types back, "Please do not get caught." 12 exclamation marks.
She's put the phone back in her pocket. She feels the buzzing, but
she's not paying attention.
She picks up the vial and sort of quickly walks up to the door and sort of tests it. Is it sort of unlocked?
Is it sort of unlocked? Yeah, it's sort of unlocked.
It is sort of unlocked. Okay,
but only sort of.
Cipher will sort of just open it up slightly ajar.
Yes, exactly. And Cipher knocks silently on the slightly unlocked door.
She can see one guard is awake, sitting at the desk, at the table. He has a newspaper.
He has a newspaper. Okay.
Yes.
He's reading it.
Nice.
Maybe.
Or doing. He could be doing crosswords.
He's doing origami. He's making a paper boat.
She looks down at the vial. How far away is this guard? He's at one of the
he's about
tables,
15 feet away. Because you only opened it a crack, right? You said.
Yeah.
So that's the first person you see.
All right. Oh dear. I should have. She holds her breath, and she tosses the vial up into the air and bolts back the way she came.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll, unless you have throw. I think there's a skill throw. If there's not, do athletics.
Is there?
There's no skill throw. There's ranged
light, ranged heavy.
Light.
You can go with get ranged light, because I have no idea what the other one would be.
Can I do athletics? Or it doesn't matter either way, because I don't have either. I've got ranged heavy, but I mean, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
It's a really heavy vial.
Against
just
what?
We'll say 2. I mean, it's going to work. It's just going to be where it lands.
Okay.
One advantage?
Does that have an advantage? No. Just one advantage.
One advantage.
But it didn't succeed, and it didn't fail. Well, I don't know how it worked, because she's left the scene.
Yeah, but you did the roll, so I'm passing it to you.
Oh, come on. Okay. So, it didn't succeed. So, she's thrown it, but rather than throwing it up and out towards the guard, she's thrown it sort of up, directly up, and it's whether the guard must not have, he must be really concentrating. Maybe he's got earbuds in and he's listening to music, and it crashes right at the door.
Okay.
Just as it closes behind Cipher. And that's the advantage, that the door closes so they can't see her running away.
You're lucky you didn't get a fail. You would have thrown it and it didn't break.
Just bounces off the ground.
So, it's there, but no one's really noticed it yet.
Okay.
Yet.
So, she's running outside.
Terrence looks up
She
from
gets
his
to the-
Sudoku puzzle on his phone, and he's like just blinking at Cipher.
Cipher gets to the car, and she's like,
You need to work out more, girly.
I would have expected some sirens by now. What do you mean need to work out more?
Sirens.
I'm healthy.
Is that what Wren wanted?
no.
Sirens and a full base alert?
Hello, 911. There's a fairy dancing.
Well, I would have expected some sort of commotion. Terrence, I don't think it worked.
And I'm guessing Wren didn't hear anything from where she is.
Well, not yet, because...
Not yet.
Well,
Well, the illusion
the description
can't
was
run its full
didn't
course
notice
yet.
Didn't notice yet.
I heard the break. Are you sure it would have? Are you sure it worked, Terrence?
Well, the thing lasts a full 3 minutes, and then it loops a couple times before it runs out of magic.
So maybe I need another one.
I only carry 2. And they're for
She just
emergencies
comes
usually.
back in.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Tell you what, he pulls out another vial from his bag and he hands it to her. You drink this one, and then you can go back inside and check.
Cipher eyes Terrence with a questioning sort of look, one eyebrow raised, and she looks down at the vial. What's this?
A vial.
Of what? That's magic.
Yep.
And she at least going to tell me what it does?
Magic.
That's not going to shriek me into a little spider, is
Would
it?
I do that to you?
I?
You really think I would do that to you? He's struggling really hard not to smile right now. It's like the right side of his face is twitching a bunch. I wouldn't turn you into a spider. I would shrink you, absolutely, but not a spider.
Someone's phone's going off. Is that your phone, Terrence?
No. Who's in this alley with us?
Oh, that's right. I got a message.
Oh, no.
Wren says don't get caught. Okay. Well, duh.
Is that she's sending that back as a message?
Yep. Well, duh. What emoji can I tie in with that?
Eye rolling?
Hey, eyes with a spiral.
Alright, Wren will text back, sorry, I guess.
Cipher texts back, guess what? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
What?
Nothing's happening.
I noticed.
I have to go back in.
You don't... you don't have to. Maybe I can try and figure out how to knock someone out. I don't know.
Terrence rolls his eyes and he's like, all right.
Is he privy to this conversation?
Well, no, he's just watching Cipher, like, with her eyebrows all knit and staring at her phone, and he's like, geez. And he gets his bag, and he gets out of the car, and he's like, are you coming or what?
She's thinking, well, I might be able to hack into their security system and maybe get them alerted to a certain area.
Which area you're going to
Maybe
alert
where the
them
fairies
to?
are. Hey? Oh, yeah, but that might put the whole place in lockdown.
Yeah. I don't know. A couple illusions shouldn't be too bad.
All right.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Cipher closes the door and she's following Terrence.
She's following herself.
Cypher's following Cipher. Cipher turns to Cipher.
Starts chasing her own tail.
Decides to follow herself.
Speed. Anyway, yeah. If anybody stops us and asks, I'm going to act very irritated and say that you really needed to go to the washroom and that you're my kid because you look young enough to get away with that.
Cipher definitely scowls at
In
this.
this gated facility.
Terrence puts on his best innocent face. Hey, I said look like you could get away with that. I didn't say you were this time.
Well, you should have told. You could have at least told me because I brought my identification and everything with me.
Yeah, but you're a kid. You could just say
that
you don't have
you're
identification.
Like 40. You'd have to be like 40 to be me older.
I am very nearly 40, Cipher.
Ay, caramba.
Hey! He's scowling now, and he goes up to the door, and he opens it, and he's muttering. He's like, so rude. Heckin' young people.
It's a wonder you're still working.
You sure you don't want to drink this? I can help you.
Well, if you really want me to drink it, I will, but... Are we inside?
Oh, it's up to you, right?
Is. Cypher's still following herself. She's spinning in the alley.
Cipher just walks in circles.
She's managed to follow herself inside.
All right.
So Terrence, oh my god. Cipher follows Terrence
Cypher's
inside.
having a mild identity crisis.
Yeah. She's got both hands behind her back and she's like jumping up and down like she needs to go to the toilet.
Cipher, you don't need to do that unless there's somebody around to watch us.
Well, maybe they're already watching us.
He looks at her like she's insane, and then he looks around to see if he can see any cameras. And then Terrence shakes his head and he's like, you said Wren was on the second floor?
Yep, she said to go around the bend. She points around the bend, then around the bend, and then the door right at the very end.
Okie dokie. Wait. Around a bunch of bends and then a door at the very end, and that leads to stairs?
No, that leads to the server farm.
We don't need to go to the server farm. We need to go to the second floor.
Well, I don't know how to get to the second floor.
Is there any signage in this area? I haven't looked at the map, so I'm just as lost as
Only
Terrence is.
cafeteria. And maybe server room A.
Is there like one of those wall maps that shows like a directory for the building anywhere?
No.
Of course not.
Come on, I'll show you the way. And Cipher walks out in front of you with her hands behind her back. And she's like, sort of jumping and not jumping and skipping, but
Terrence reluctantly follows her, keeping his eyes open for elevators or stairs.
There are none.
And she heads around to the right and points to the door at the end of the hallway.
Okay. But if this isn't the way that Wren went, how will it help if we distract the people through there?
Won't they come down to investigate?
Not necessarily.
Well, I don't know.
And I mean, is that the door that you already set off one of these in? Or through?
I threw it all the way inside.
Oh. He goes up to the door and he kind of puts his ear against it to
And
listen.
you can hear talking.
Does it sound overly concerned?
A little. And there's definitely more than 2 people.
Does it sound like it's anywhere near the door?
Reasonably close, yes.
Has Wren heard anything else upstairs?
Not from your room.
All right. What's this door to the left of where they are?
Storeroom.
Storeroom? Terrence is going to check the handle
It has a handle.
to see if it's unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Slightly.
Yep.
Sort of.
Ugh.
Somewhat.
So, a little.
Somewhat. Vaguely.
Mostly.
Terrence is resisting the urge to shake Cipher. He is going to open the storeroom door, and he is going to walk in, and then he's going to look at Cipher and gesture her to come in too.
Cipher will happily shake herself if that would make Terrence happy, but she's follows. She pops in, in a small, long stride.
A small, long
A
stride.
small, long stride.
As she moves without moving.
As she knocks
Silently.
and the door is sort of unlocked.
A small, long stride.
I apologise to everybody not in an English-speaking country.
Trying to learn the
Yeah.
English language.
We are not helping you.
Oh, dear, no. If you're trying to learn English, do not listen to us.
Wait, a small long stride's a thing?
No, it's not.
It isn't.
Can you have a lock that's sort of...
Oh, I prefer the long, small stride myself.
A large, short stride.
Yep. So Cipher stealthily slides into the room.
Stealthily makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
All right. So then Terrence is going to close the door most of the way. He's going to keep it open a little bit, enough so that he can pull out the other illusion bottle and throw it into the area before shutting the door again, so that they're in the storeroom and the illusion is going off in the next room.
Which room?
The area outside of the storeroom.
So
The hallway?
the hallway. Okay. So give me a roll.
Okay.
Cipher's completely perplexed. Completely and utterly, her brain is just exploding at the moment.
You're kidding.
Oh, well.
You're kidding.
And there were no
The
success is in all of that anyway.
Okay, so Terrence goes to throw the vial, and then he fakes himself out, and he forgets to let go. And he pauses and he looks at the vial, and he thinks for a minute. And he's like, "I'm too tired for this. I need coffee." And he tries to throw it again. You're kidding. What the fuck?
2 things go well.
But, because despite being a fairly fit guy, as Terrence throws it, it kind of bounces off the floor immediately in front of him, and then bounces again, and it's not quiet. It's like ting, ting. And so he just kind of closes the door slowly and quietly. He puts his forehead on it after. Like he can't freaking believe that just happened. Those vials are so breakable.
Cipher's tapping there.
Terrence looks at her and puts a finger up to his mouth like, shut up, without actually saying anything.
And you hear a door open. And then there's murmuring outside your door in the corridor. As now,
Downstairs are very distracted.
as now the party has managed to trap
That's
themselves.
something.
I'm so sorry. When Wren asked Cipher if she had any ideas, she was thinking more along the line of like hacking something.
So now we have two party members trapped downstairs and one upstairs. Wren, roll me a white die.
Okay. Oh dear. 2 white.
Okay,
Ooh,
your
whatever that
door
means.
opens, and 2 techs are walking in. One's on the phone. You're not making any sense. A dancing naked fairy, and then it was gone, and now you're saying there's like a test tube or something in a hall. It wasn't us, dude. It wasn't, dude. Listen. No, listen. It couldn't be us. We're upstairs. How did we get it into the hall if we were upstairs? Dude. And he goes downstairs.
Wait, there were 2 people
There
who
was
walked
2.
in?
Yeah,
Did they both go downstairs?
they both went downstairs.
They both went downstairs. Okay, then Wren's gonna get out from behind the sofa and go back to the hallway she was in and check that no one's there.
No one's there.
Then she's headed for the room she wanted to get to in the first place.
Roll me a white, Terrence.
I wish I could see Becca's face and their reactions.
Really glad you can't right now.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Becca. I'm so sorry.
You cannot. It's got one of those those little rubber bits that hugs close to the floor
What? Oh.
on the door.
I'm not going to be able to try and peel it off without rolling for a noise check, am I?
No.
Okay. I'm going to leave it. Because Terrence isn't feeling particularly lucky right now. He doesn't want to try it. They're too close.
I'm so sorry.
What are you doing, Wren?
Wait, what?
We're trapped in a closet. We can't do anything. It's your show.
No, I know. I was trying to get to the room, but then you were rolling, so it was with you.
Yep. Cipher's texting Wren. Oh, guess what? We've managed to trap ourselves in a closet. Yay for Terrence's thoughts and dreams and skill level and athleticism.
Wren pauses to text back like, I told you not to do anything that would get you caught. Okay, if you have a chance, just leave and go. Yeah. I'm sorry.
In fairness, it wasn't. It wasn't me.
Does Cipher's phone go off on vibrate? Okay.
Vibrate.
It's not playing a song.
Yeah, I think I said that before. She felt the
Yeah, you did say
Okay.
that.
Okay. That's
on
fine.
her leg.
All right, and Wren's still trying to get to the southwest room.
And it says server room C.
And is the door open? Unlocked, that is.
It appears to be unlocked.
Okay, she's going to open it and just kind of poke her head in and see if there's anybody in there.
There is no one in there, and it is cold
Great. Okay, she's going to head in.
and noisy.
And-
There's a big air conditioning unit.
She's going to head in and basically, not knowing anything about computers, look for anything that looks like she could use the thing Cipher gave her.
There is a terminal.
Great. She's going to go plug in this drive or whatever it was.
Okay. Cipher, how good is it? What's the...
Cipher, how good is it?
Well, Cipher made it. So realistically,
Cipher said it would take about 20 minutes to work. I have
Okay.
written down.
it works, but it works. It does its job really well, but it takes a while for it to actually, run its course.
So you plug it in, and you see it doing a heap of stuff as it's sort of filtering through, but sort of somehow balancing the security where it's not triggering failed password attempts, and then it clicks in, and you start to download a big file, which overall it looks like it's going to take, as Cipher said, around 20 minutes.
So Wren's gonna text Cipher again and say, downloading files now, I just have to leave after that, so go whenever you have a chance.
Cipher looks at her phone, looks up at Terrence, sends a message back. Okay. Smiley face, smiley face. And then she erases the whole conversation.
Okay.
Terrence is still like kneeling by the door trying to think of something to do to not be trapped in this freaking closet anymore.
Terrence, now will be a good time to drink that little potion to turn us into miniatures so we can it'll sneak like little people out of here.
I already thought Terrence came out of the closet.
That would be a good idea, Cipher, except the potion only changes our bodies. It doesn't change our clothes, or our cell phones, or our laptops, or our bags, or anything else.
I'm not carrying me laptop. Oh, my phone, though.
Yeah, and I do have my bag with the potion.
You should have told me to come in naked.
What? No. Why would you?
Was that a facepalm, Mr. GM? Are they still outside?
They're still murmuring, yeah. You think they're all standing around in a circle, looking at the vial, trying to, and then you do hear the other door open, and Dude, it couldn't be us. We were upstairs. We can't be pranking you. We were upstairs. So now you know that there's at least one or two more people in your hallway.
Okay.
You might actually now have the entire facility outside your door.
Cypher's like, thumbs up, big smile on her face. We did it.
Oh no. Well, Wren's just still waiting for things to download.
And there's a bar doing its thing. And it seems to be slow because it's trying to not tip off the security features that you are downloading stuff.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, Becca.
I said this is going to be terrible because Terrence is really bad at being quiet.
I'm sorry.
If I succeed at this when I had 2 yellows before, I'm going to be mad.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm not mad, but I'm not surprised either. So, Terrence starts picking at the rubber thing at the bottom of the door, trying to pull it off. And he gets his fingers around it. And he can't pull it off. In addition to that, he loses his grip on it, and it slaps back into place with an audible that the guys outside could probably hear.
Immediate typing.
Oh no.
And they start arguing a bit over, hear what? we were hearing a weird jazz naked fairy before. What the hell could that be? That's not right, man. That's not right. So, no, I just heard something. And you hear the door open back to the server room, but it doesn't close.
Does it sound like they all left the hallway?
Nope.
Or are there still people talking outside the door?
You have not heard the door close, so he might be...
No, I mean, like, does it sound like the people who are right outside the door essentially moved back to the server?
It sounds like maybe one has opened the other door and is looking in.
Oh, God.
Oh, like the cafeteria door?
No,
Or-
server room.
Oh, the server room door.
I'm gonna roll something here because everyone's evens. She's gonna do this. Odds she won't.
Oh. Well,
What the hell?
Oh, no.
What's happened?
you have to do Polly.
Well, you got
Polly.
both,
Failures.
And odds.
and it was a...
You got more evens than odds.
Yeah. Okay.
Evens. So you said she's gonna do it?
Okay. Yep. So she's been researching.
On her phone?
Just
No,
before this moment? At some point?
just sent a message to the GM.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just curious, with those sorts of things, do you have to use words? Or anything like
Usually, yeah. You need to... There needs to be some sort of gesture or...
that? Gesture, though.
usually gesture in a word. Phrase.
And a word. Oh, okay. Then she probably wouldn't do it
Sometimes
then.
regents.
That's more primal, wouldn't it be, if you're using regents?
It can be arcana too. Like you could use a focus.
Okay, no. She's thought the better of it. Because she'd have to speak the a word, and it'd be maybe, yeah, no.
Please
Okay.
don't start singing the bird song right now.
I think that's literally
song?
what it's called, you know. Bird is the word.
Oh, okay.
Oh. No, that's not Cipher's.
Oh,
it's
well,
not.
well, technically, your phone has gone off in the game.
Damn wife, you've
Cipher.
killed me.
Cipher has always gone, oh, I've got to take this.
You did make that canon.
It's true, but usually only when it rings and does the pick up the phone.
But this is a canon that directly contradicts something that was established
know.
early in this.
which is that the
particular
phone is
recording.
on silent. Yeah.
I'll let it pass, but the day will come.
Yeah. Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll be hiding, and I'll hear it. Ding! It's like, oh, no.
How long has it been?
It's about 19 minutes.
Okay.
And
On that final minute.
It's been sitting at 99% for like 5 of those.
like it does.
Yep.
Or if it's like a Steam install, it goes back to 70 for a while.
It goes back.
No, it actually got up to 99%, and then the thing stopped cycling around. It just got stuck.
Oh, no.
And then you're thinking, no, is it going to restart
You'd be
again?
like, hey, I live here now.
And you can't hear anything in the hall.
Screen. That's good.
It's
at least.
initializing and there's no like loading bar.
Oh no.
It just says initializing forever.
And you can't hear anyone in the hall.
Can
No,
we
that's
hear
what I'm saying.
anyone
You
in
can't
the
hear
hall?
anyone in the hall.
And Cipher looks at Terrence. Do you think it's safe to go?
Probably not. Just give me a second. I'm typing questions.
Oh, sure, now it works.
Even with the red.
I got 2 blank bad dice on that roll. Meanwhile, when it's supposed to be a relatively easy thing, and I got 2 yellows, nothing. There was supposed to be 2 purples in there.
Okay, so still 3 success.
All right, so Terrence kind of raises his hands and he doesn't draw with chalk, but he makes gestures in the air like he is drawing with chalk. And then all of a sudden, the entire closet is filled with fog, and you can't really see it because, like, you wouldn't know yet, Cipher, but the hall is starting to fill with fog as well. Like, thick fog you can't freaking see.
Nice.
Cipher.
Cipher looks up.
And then she will notice that she can't see. Were you paying attention for that bit about the fog?
Cipher was completely self-absorbed into her
Which
phone.
she can't see anymore because of fog.
She's just staring at her
really?
phone going, I wonder why I can't read what's on this. It's almost like there's
She's
fog.
She's like,
Terrence summoned a bunch of fog. It's in the closet. It's out in the hall. You can't see. And Terrence reaches out after hearing Cipher say what the heck, and he, like, grabs her arm. And he's like, come on, we gotta be quick. And he opens the door as quietly as he can. And he basically starts skirting the wall back the way he remembers coming in.
I guess Cipher's being dragged
Yep.
along.
And if they don't meet any obstacles through this fog that has appeared, they're gonna get to the door.
Give me a con check.
A con check.
Yep,
Both of us.
if you're breathing.
Oh my god. No, Cipher's
What the
not
heck
breathing.
is a con check in this?
Con or willpower? Or
Either.
brawn?
Allow it to be either.
Brawn? Or willpower?
Allow it to be either. Whichever you think Cipher is more legitimately related to.
Breathing in water or
Do not breathe in water.
against what?
Just one.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
So you can breathe. It's not like you can't breathe, but it's making you want to cough a bit.
And Cipher is coughing and rasping.
Terrence isn't coughing, but he is wheezing a little bit. And he's like,
Oh, that's the word I wanted. Wheezing.
Fog cuts the noise as well as vision. Holy hell. I overdid it a little bit.
You think? Cipher's struggling. She's got.
don't hurt yourself, Adam. Oh, man.
All right, so if they don't encounter any other people on the way to the door, they're eventually gonna like stumble and weaselly make it to the door. I guess. Was anybody in the damn hallway?
Nope, they all went back into the other room.
They're just having a weird day at work.
Oh god. All right.
It's going to be interesting for Wren to get back through the hallway.
Oh, you don't even know. So, did Wren successfully hide behind a server bank? Okay, so they haven't seen her yet. That's nice. Wren has... Well, after the 20 minutes or however long it took, downloads are finished. But then somebody walked into the room, so Wren is currently hiding behind a server bank. She's gonna send a message to Cipher and say, did you get out yet?
When did Cipher get this message? As we're heading out, or?
I don't know what the timelines are overlapping at. At some point, she got it.
I think Wren's texting me. So, as soon as she gets outside, she'll get the message, and she's like... blowing the smoke away.
Hits her head off her phone.
She had... What?
She hit her head off her phone.
Off her... She looks down at her phone and sees the message and types back, I...
Okay, Wren's gonna send a message and say, I don't think I can sneak by everyone again. I'm just gonna run for it, so tell Terry to be ready to drive for if I make it.
So now she's running out the door. So she says to have the car ready. Terrence, did you have to make the fog so
Oh,
thick?
sorry about that. Here, hop in the back seat. I'm gonna get the car started.
Yeah, Wren's given up on being stealthy. She's literally just gonna run, and if possible, I do have a triumph I can use maybe from last time.
Yep. The guy in this room has his back. He's at a terminal typing, and it's reasonably loud in here because of the air conditioner.
So she's just gonna slip out this door, and she doesn't see anybody in the hallway. She's just gonna keep going quietly towards the stairs.
Yep, there's no one outside.
No one outside. However, once she heads down the stairs, I imagine there are some people in that room.
There is some people in that room. A couple of the techs look like they're over back monitoring what they're meant to. The other two are standing over to one side. Looks like they're trying to work out what the procedure is for weird shit.
For dancing fairies.
And they haven't noticed, but you can see
Spin bubbles.
fog seeping under the door.
Oh, good. Well, Wren is just going to operate under the assumption that they're not expecting somebody to suddenly run through the room, and therefore, if they're not prepared for it, they're probably just going to be surprised and probably not do anything yet.
Or are you
hopefully.
spending your triumph on being ultra stealthy?
I think she's just pretty much... I'll spend it on them just being surprised and not doing anything, because I think she's like, I don't want to just... hope people aren't looking anymore, so she's just gonna run.
Okay.
And hopefully get to the door and open it and into the fog.
Yep, it's a wall of fog that starts to just pour into the room.
Excellent. Well, she does remember the layout of the hallway, so she's just gonna try and make her way as quickly as possible through it without running into a wall and head for the door. Do I need to roll Constitution or anything? I don't care if they hear me coughing at this point.
No. Oh yeah, you
just
actually, yeah, sure, why not? Just to see.
And it was, what, 1 purple? What even is my Constitution? It's
Pretty sure they'll be more concerned about the fog and just think you were another, like, crazy illusion nonsense
They
again.
might... Wait, there's Constitution. What is it?
Brawn or
Oh.
willpower?
Brawn or willpower?
I went with willpower because it's the resisting that urge to cough.
well, nothing happens.
Okay, yeah.
I went with brawn because brute force and ignorance.
I went with brawn because I did. So, gonna keep running till I get to the door.
You get to the door.
Gonna run and jump into a car if I can.
And Terrence is going to quickly but calmly start driving out of the alley.
What was all the fog?
Oh,
Cypher's pointing at Terrence.
don't worry about it. It's just... And he rolls up to the gate box
And
thing, I guess.
an alarm goes off from the building. You see red lights flashing outside of it.
What in the heck is that? Terrence says to the guard.
Give me a performance check or a persuasion check or a whatever check that it will be. Deception, probably, or the...
We were just having a lovely rest in this car. When all of a sudden...
You set off the smoke.
How,
Or they've pulled the fire alarm or something.
or the naked fairy alarm.
2.
The naked fairy.
For fuck's sake!
Well,
So Terrence he's not very convincing. He's like, well, what's that? But the
The 2 advantages are kind of key at this moment.
Cypher's not going. What? No.
he's not out of breath and he's not sweating, so he doesn't look particularly suspicious, and he doesn't look like he has anything on him to set off a fire alarm. So it's like it. He's not necessarily being convincing. It just also looks like he's being over theatric for no reason.
And the guard's sort of eyeing you like he's not fully trusting you, but the other one calls from the booth. They want authorization for the fire department. And he's sort of torn between not believing you and dealing with this, and decides that that's more important. And opens the gate and goes over to talk to the fire department.
And Terrence just, casually pulls on out of there. And he's like, well, that went well.
Yeah.
Thoroughly convinced that his acting skills are on point.
Oh, the fire department's here. Yeah, good response time. I guess this is weren't we in like a fancy place? They always gotta have that kind of stuff in fancy places, where the rich people get mad.
The fire station's across the street, guys.
That explains it. Alright, well... That's done.
So is that job done then?
That job is done.
Cypher's laying down on the back seat. She's like, just...
I mean, technically the job was
Got her
done
feet
as
up
soon
and
as
down.
those nuns left.
Cipher, put on your seatbelt.
Do it. Do
really?
Don't make me turn this car around.
it. What? Go back there. Hi.
I'd like to see you try.
Terrence stops the
Hi.
car. He pulls a Yui and he starts driving back towards the place.
Cypher puts her seatbelt on.
Oh shoot, I don't remember what that's in reference to.
Every family car trip ever.
No, Wren is frowning at her phone. Wren has received a text.
Well,
I don't think Mr. Buck's very happy.
well, that's terrifying news. Terrence turns the car around again and starts driving towards Cornerstones.
What does he have anything to be upset about?
Well, we weren't exactly, as quiet as we could have been.
He's met us. Why is he so confused?
Oh, yep. That's true.
Despite this bravado, Terrence does look deeply concerned, and he started worrying at his bottom lip.
Well, if he's gonna be mad at anybody, it's me, don't worry.
If anything, that makes me worry more, Wren.
Why?
There is very little doubt in my mind that that guy wouldn't shoot any of us just to keep us quiet or because we were being annoying.
Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. He thinks it could have gone smoother, is what I'm gathering from... That was not a spring morning.
I would say ask him if he's ever experienced spring in Ireland, but maybe don't do that. Right, Cipher?
Cipher's sort of it looks like she's almost dozing on the back seat.
Spring in Ireland. Full of mud. Very messy.
Are we there yet?
No.
Nearly.
You can feel mild... Terrence can feel some mild knocks on the back of his seat.
He pulls over and stops the car. Yes, Cipher?
They're still knocking. She's the knocks, you think, around floor level, like where her feet are?
Stop kicking my seat right now, or so help me. I will shrink you,
she looks
and
up.
I will leave you like that, and you won't be able to plug into anything.
That's true. If you were too small, it wouldn't work.
You would have to run a small marathon to get from the A to the L key.
She actually thinks about that for a moment. It's like she's looking up, considering the... And it looks like she finds the idea probably pretty awesome. But then
she
she's
does,
like, I don't want to be stuck like that.
Wren is still texting.
And Cipher stops kicking the back of the seat.
And Terrence pulls back into traffic and starts driving to Cornerstones again.
Wow, old people.
Old people?
Hey, you're typing.
Who's typing? What?
Who said old people?
You said old people, didn't you?
Yes. Yep. And who responded to that?
Wren's was questioning Cipher as to why she said old people?
Old people. Yeah. Anyway, Cipher's lazily looking outside the window. The back window. Is there a back window, or is there not a back window?
There is.
There should be a back window in this.
Smaller than cars that have 2 doors. Or 4 doors, I should say.
Yeah. Yep.
And Wren's definitely not antagonizing anybody dangerous.
And therefore it is not concerning to anyone except the players that you have said that. Anyway, Terrence pulls up to Cornerstones. and I'm gonna listen to some meditation music, and I'm gonna try and sleep after that.
Okay, I'm very sorry for causing complications.
You're sorry. I legitimately pissed off Adam. And I didn't mean to.
No, you didn't piss me
so
off.
Angry.
You didn't. I made everything very complicated.
You didn't. You didn't.
I'm very sorry.
Trust me. Yeah. I was just feeling very stressed out for Cipher.
I'm sorry.
That's payback
I'm
for
sorry,
all the times
'cause
I've
I
stressed you
didn't
out.
sneak
And I've
at the
stressed you
end,
out a
and
lot
that's
more.
Probably why there will be problems.
Okay, but I'm about 1,000 times more used to being stressed out. It's just like a constant state of being at this point.
No,
It's nothing
don't
new.
do that.
Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future, starring Becca as Terry the Mage, Raveninsane as Cipher the Hacker, Emily as Wren the Thief, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Syrinscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Crit Fail production.